Hey, Mesquite High School. So I am going to make this as short as possible. I'm just going to give you the basics that you need to know to get started your first week, and then a few updates at the end, but it's not going to be 10 minutes. I promise, promise, promise. So I'm just going to jump right in. What should you know for that first week? For those of you who are old or new, and old in a good way, that's experienced. That's right, experienced or new. What should you know? You should for sure know who the ELs are the minute that they set foot in your classroom. So I know you're like, okay, great, Erin, give me a list. I'm going to teach you to fish. I'm not giving you fish because I don't like to take fish off the hooks anyway. So first you have to find them. Okay, you have to find them. So if you go into your My Classes tab on Skyward, or even your Attendance tab on Skyward will also show you. I'm going to show you the two indicators that we have here. So if you look right here with the purple, this lovely purple business. Good news, guys. The purple business means they're an EL. Now, you'll notice, oh, this friend is missing this little blue L. That's why I'm telling you purple means EL. Because sometimes these blue L's, they don't always get input correctly into the system. It means they're limited English proficient. Or it could mean sometimes if there's no blue L, it means, oh, they just didn't get put in correctly. Or, oh, they're a denial. Or, oh, you know what? They're an exit or whatever. Look, purple means they're either an EL. They could have recently exited, but unlikely. In any case, they are an EL of some sort. You will have some sort of paperwork to do on them, whether it's for a monitored person or for accommodations for STAR testing or for what's successful in the classroom, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. You can also find some information about them. If you're like this one kid, I just want to verify that they're actually both LEP and that they're an ESL. Search their name in Aware. There's this tab on the left of your screen when you open Eduphoria, and it says students, right? We're usually on the analyze. Go to students, pull it on up. It'll pop up and let you search. And I'm pointing with my fingers, it's not working. Let you search in the search bar. And then once you search for it, it'll pull up their little profile and it'll show you right here what are their student codes. It'll show you SPED, 504, at risk, blah, 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 ESL, LEP. They can be LEP without being ESL, okay? If you see LEP but there's no ESL, probably means that they're a denial. Probably means that at some point in their educational history, their parents decided, hey, we don't want them pulled out for ESL. We want them with the general education population. Doesn't mean that I can't help you with strategies. It just means that I can't give them my personal services. My services, however, are available to you for any kid. I can help you with any kid. They can be a non-LEP kid, and you're like, hey, this kid, you said hi to them in the hallway, and they did not immediately sneer at you. How do you get them to not sneer at you? And I can help you. I can't help anyone who is a denial as far as like accommodation, stuff like that goes. So other things, basic starter strategies just for week 1. Okay, survive, right? Survive week 1. Use pictures, use gestures, use demonstrations. If you're teaching, and you're trying to get them to understand your classroom procedures, put pictures on there. It feels elementary, but man, if you have an EL section, that's the best thing you can do. The second best thing you can do is use your bilingual students. Most of our ESL students here at Mesquite High School are Spanish speakers. We do have some other students who speak French, Swahili, Arabic, Malayalam. Right now, I think that's it until I get some new friends. But like I said, we do have students, or most of our students do speak Spanish, and we have a lot of students who are fluent. Common, or one of the most common misconceptions for me is that I am fluent in Spanish. That is false, friends. That is false. I understand a lot, but I don't really, it goes in, it doesn't really come out very well. My amazing para is bilingual, but your number one best way of communicating if you're going to need a translator is either to encourage them to use a dictionary or Google Translate themselves, which, Google Translate is not the end all be all. Or in a pinch, use them as a partner. I know we're learning a lot about collaboration this year, and that's going to be a big thing. Use that. Help them collaborate. And then the last thing you're going to do as a basic starter strategy is smile. Listen, I know we teach high school, and sometimes it is hard to smile. But I did have someone come observe me last year as a student teacher. And the first thing he said when I was like, okay, what do you think after he'd watched like half the lesson? He's like, man, you were constantly smiling. Well, yeah, because I mean, 85% or some other number of what people understand about us is body language, no matter what language you speak, if it's the same or different. Well, when I know that my kids are not going to understand the words coming out of my mouth, but they'll understand pictures and gestures and everything else, the one thing I can guarantee that they will understand is when I smile at them, right? When they pick up on your tone. And so a lot of the times my new babies will tell me like, I don't know, I'm just scared, or I don't know, they're mean. And you haven't done anything to them. It's just that maybe their class is difficult. And so the tone you use is really, really strict and really, really like firm, and to them that reads as mean because they don't understand the words that you're saying when you're saying them, but they do understand the tone and they understand your expression, right? And then the next thing you need to know is what to do if you need help. You come see us. Hi, I'm Erin Van Sickle. If you have never met me before, I am the LPAC chair here. What that means is that I get to be in charge of paperwork. Best thing ever. It also means that you're going to get a lot of emails from me saying, hey, I need you to do your paperwork so that I can do my paperwork. But short of the paperwork or outside of the paperwork, the other things that I am here to do are support you, support our kids, make sure that they're getting what they need and that you're getting what you need to give them what they need. Yes. Okay. My room is C9. I say that is our headquarters. I'm in C9, and in the adjoining office, bless her heart, is my amazing para, Nancy Maza. As I mentioned before, she is bilingual. I try and hide that from the kids, just so you know. So if you're like, hey, Nancy, can you come down here and talk to this kid? She's probably going to be like, let me ask Miss Vansicle. Because at the beginning, I try and hide it from them that she's bilingual because I want them to listen to me and not her, right? And you're going to listen to who speaks your language. However, if you need her to help you make a parent phone call, proofread something from Google Translate, because Google Translate is not the best and it's going to make mistakes, but sometimes I use it and then I fix things and I give it to Nancy and she fixes what I messed up, so, but if you need help on those fronts, please don't hesitate to let her know. Also, she and I do paperwork like side by side. Okay. She knows almost everything, if not more, than what I know about paperwork. And if she doesn't know it, or if it has to be something I have to make a decision on, she'll be like, you know what? Let me ask Ms. Vansicle when she pauses in her teaching, and I will get back to you. So it's always amazing to email or call her as well. She is a great resource for both me and the whole campus. But as long as you're nice to her, because she's my favorite person, please be nice. Okay. Also, Shadera James is my partner teacher, not in that we are in the same room, but that we do similar things. So I teach ESL 1, which is our new baby immigrants, and that could be a 9th grader who's a true freshman. It could be a 12th grader who is super, super intelligent and taking all the classes, but just needs English to graduate. Like, they're way above us in math and history and science. Like, that really does happen, y'all. They're just missing the English. They'll be with me if they're new. And I also have RSOL 1 that is reading on B-Day. So I have A-Day English, B-Day reading, so that we provide language support and language acquisition support for them every day of the week that they're here at school. And then I also do English 4 for ELs. So if you're looking for a senior EL, 95% of the time they're going to be with me. The other 5% of the time, either their schedule's like super crammed, or they are also they're also receiving special education services that require them to be with one of my other English 4 teachers who is also ESL certified. Shadera, since I do freshmen and seniors, she does sophomores and juniors, and she's wonderful and lovely and also super nice. And she's in upstairs A hall. The reason that I say come to me is not because she's not amazing at what she does. She is awesome. I love her. I say come to me because she needs to take care of her business and I have an extra off period. Okay. But if you're looking for a junior, email her because she has all the juniors in the same way I have seniors, and she has sophomores in the same way I have freshmen. There are a lot of changes coming. I don't have details on them, but you will see some information from me in the near future about LEP Council and changes to paperwork.